me. We have been dying to share this with you and we can finally talk about it. So the show that we went on was called First Dates. If you're not familiar with it, they pair two people up to go on a blind date. And I can guarantee right now that it is completely a blind date. Talissa here went on a blind date, which is so cool. And then I went with our mum as an extra and got to see all the behind the scenes of this show. So the season we were on, which we filmed last year, a couple of months ago, is now on Channel 10, I believe, if you're in Australia, and you can watch it. But today what we're going to be doing is letting you know exactly what goes on behind the scenes. I know we're all excited to hear about Talissa's story because she went there on an actual date. But we are going to leave it till last. We're going to build up the mystery. Yes. And we're going to talk about how it was as an extra being on the show first. Okay, Tassie, I think like the most popular question is going to be, how did you find it? Like, how did you apply for it? It's all advertised on Facebook and yeah, it's pretty open, it's public. It was literally like, hey, do you want to be on first dates or something like that? I am still not sure to this day if I filled it out right, because you put in that you want to go and who you want your date to be. But I assume, you know, like you can go on like friendly dates, you know, like just make a day out of it. So I invited our mum because I thought that would be so fun. It was okay, it was fun for me. I enjoyed it. So they didn't turn you away, they didn't kick you out. So I don't think you did anything wrong. Yeah. So after we signed up, we picked a date and I filmed the date a little bit, so I will show it to you now. I'm so excited. So now it's my turn to go on to first dates as an extra, and I am going with my mum to eat at the restaurant. You'll have seen me getting ready for this a few months ago. I'll try and link the vlog and I will be super mysterious. I feel like this makes no sense unless you know it, and I really want to tell you guys, but I can't. But finally get to say what we're doing, because we're just going to be eating in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to see us on TV. I hope you can. Is the fit check. I don't really know how to do these. So we got sidetracked. Well, we got here early, so we decided to check out the Christmas store. Arriving to mystery location.
Cut.
So now that we're back, I'll give you a little recap. So my mum and I got there and we had to wait a bit before we go in, and then we can go in, sit down. We were so close to the couple that was in a date. There were two couples and we were so close to one of them. We were right next to them, so maybe it will be a TV. But either way, it was so much fun. So I got steak and my mom got salmon, and the food was so good, and we were like eating really slow because we weren't sure if we finished. It meant we had to go. Thankfully it didn't. So once we did finish, we could stay a little bit longer and just kind of, you know, like listen in onto what the couple was saying. It was like a new experience. It was free food. It was quite long. We were there for quite a long time. But I think that's like anything to do with TV. It is always like that. So as you can see, it was very exciting. So you had to choose a date before I knew when I was going. Yes, I so wanted to go on the same day as Talissa. Yeah, we thought it would be so cool if that happened. Yeah, to be like, fortunately not, but probably good for your blind date. I would have been so nervous if you were just watching me the whole time. It would have been fun. Maybe split it away. And then, so we sit there, before the dates come over, we had the waiters. Some of them I assume are real waiters, and some of them maybe have waiter experience, but I don't think this is a spoiler. If you watch the show, you can tell they're also like actors. We didn't get told that, but they're very amicable, very friendly, very talkative. But who knows what the truth is. Yeah, the food was so good. So we start eating and the table in front of us is still empty. The date still hasn't come and we're just waiting, and I can see everything to the restaurant. I can see the door they're gonna come through. And the other thing is I can kind of see cameras a little bit, they're a bit hidden. 1, 2. And I'm trying to like be like, talking to my mom and being like, don't look at the cameras, don't look at the cameras. Act normal. The date, we came in, as you can see in the show, there's always the first person who goes and talks to like the person at the bar. the second person comes in and we're like watching everything. We can hear everything.
Front row view to all of the gossip. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was not scripted. There's no one there telling them what to do. Yeah, I'm going to react to the episode and I'll tell you more. And a waiter did come and tell us kind of towards the end, like is it all good? You can leave now if you like, kind of thing. Like not kicking us out fully, but kind of like insinuating. So at that time we could walk out. It's kind of towards the end.
Now on to the really exciting part. I will be sharing my experience from the other perspective. I was going in with a date. Okay, so firstly I'm going to talk about how I actually applied to, be on the show. So it's actually you, Taci. You shared the casting link with me. It was pretty straightforward. They asked you a lot of details, all your personal details, as well as what you're looking for in a partner, previous relationships that you've had. And you also had to submit a photo of yourself and a 1-minute video talking about one of your best dates. So as soon as you sent that application link, I thought, I'm just going to apply. I have no idea if I'll get it or not, but I'll just apply like on the day because otherwise I'll probably like forget about it or get busy. So I literally just like took a photo. You literally took a photo of me on the day, like as I wasn't like dressed up or anything. And then I made a quick video and it was just like a one-take video. It was about 40 seconds. And then done! Application sent. And I did not hear back from them for a long time. Okay, probably not that long, but I'm a bit impatient. So then I just sort of forgot about it. I thought, it's fine. I probably didn't get it. So when I finally heard back from them, I got an email saying if I was still interested to go on the show and to meet with one of the producers online. So this was still during the COVID time, so it was done like virtually. But I found the funny thing is that they said for you to dress up as if you were going on the first date. So I was literally just at home. I put on a nice dress, curled my hair, put on makeup just for a Zoom call. But the producer was so lovely. So then closer to the filming date, it was a little bit stressful. So they called me to say that I was on reserve, so I was sort of like a backup and I wasn't sure if I was actually going to go on the show. They did take COVID safety really seriously, which is a great thing. So they've asked everyone to get tested at least twice, 3 days beforehand. But because I didn't know the filming date, it just meant that I had to keep getting tested very regularly. And we were in Adelaide at the time. You can watch our vlog if you like. We were actually in Adelaide.
And there it took to get a test, we were in line for multiple hours, I think. Seriously, I don't know why it took forever, but it did. And we didn't even know if you were going to be on it or anything, but we were just like, okay, let's do it just in case so you can be ready. We were on a plane back to Sydney. They said can you come in pretty much the next day. So at that time, I did film a video and you can probably see how much in a rush I was. Okay, so they called me and they said that I might be going in today, but I'm still not sure. So I do have a work event before, so I'm just gonna go, ready. I'm gonna bring a change of clothes, so in case they do call me in to go after work, then I'll be ready. I'm so nervous because I don't know if it's, if I'm going or not. But I'm just gonna get ready quickly, just in case. And then I am driving down to that work event, which is sort of like a Christmas fun thing, right? And I get the call. They said, can you come in to film today? Okay, so they just called me around 1 o'clock. It's now 2 o'clock and they said, they asked if I could come in as soon as I could. So the only issue is that my COVID test from yesterday hasn't come in yet. So fingers crossed it will be in soon. But oh my gosh, I am so nervous now. This is so last minute, so I'm not really prepared, but I think in a way it's good because I'm so nervous. So if they did tell me a few days in advance, then I would just not sleep for a few days. So. Oh my gosh, just talking about it, I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my body again. I can feel it too, radiating. When I heard this, I was coming back from work and I have a little video as well. I don't think I've shared it with you. So I don't think you know, where I made my guesses of how I would think your blind date would be. Okay, so I don't know what's happening. Talissa texted me that she might be going to the first date things today. I think she's on her way. I really don't know. I wasn't at home when all of this happened. But I have to do this video because I want to guess. Before anything happens, I want to put my bets on who is her date's gonna be, just because I don't know, I think it'd be fun. So comment down below actually, if you haven't seen it, comment who you would have thought her date would have been. I think he's gonna have brown hair, brown eyes. I think he's gonna be like her height or like 5 centimeters taller. Okay, Talissa did mention she liked roller skating and some things, and they took it as her being super outdoorsy. So I am gonna bet that he grew up on a farm and now he's a skydiving instructor. I don't know why, but that's what we're going with. And that I think he's gonna be like a year younger than her. Oh my gosh, imagine if I get all of these right. That would be so creepy.
And I actually asked, like, you really can't say anything about the date? Like, what is he like? And they said, nope, it is a complete secret. You can't know his name, his age, you know, what he studies or works, like nothing. Firstly, when I got to the filming location, I met up with the producers and the COVID safety manager. Everyone was so lovely. Everyone was really nice and looked after me really well. So I'm really excited to go to the date part, but before that we had like a pre-interview. If you watch the show, you'll see where they talk about themselves and what they do and what they're looking for and all of that.
Hi.
We love Downton Abbey.
Watch football and I watch the rugby.
So that was the pre-interview that was filmed before I met them. I found it really funny because I had no prior experience being on TV, so I was a bit clueless. I asked the producer then, do I look at you or do I look at the camera when I'm talking? So they ask a lot of questions. It's not unprompted. So if you see me saying some like weird stuff, like why would I randomly mention it? It's because they ask a lot of questions.
This is Talissa preparing us just in case she comes off really weird or bad or awkward in the show.
So after that was done, then this is the really exciting part where I go into the restaurant for my date.
Yay!
I don't even know where to begin.
Not only is this your first like blind date ever, but also it's on TV with cameras everywhere and producers watching you live.
I am so embarrassed. I was really nervous. I was so curious though to know like who they would pair me up with. You know, the whole thing felt so professional. They put like microphones on me and stuff, like all hidden. And then in the restaurants, obviously there are cameras because the whole point is that it is a TV show, but they are sort of hidden cameras. I was thinking that they were gonna get a cameraman, you know, with cameras right in my face, and that would be really weird. But no, it wasn't. So it felt like quite natural because you don't really see the cameras. So then, yeah, I walk in. I didn't even know if my date was going to be there or if I was going to be the first one there. And I was so nervous. I was asking the producer before, how do I know who is my date? Like, I don't want to go up to like a random person and be like, oh, I've got a date with you. And they said, oh, it's fine. You'll know for sure. I'm thinking, how would I know? How would I know? There's people in this restaurant. I don't know how I'm going to find out. But like you said, when I go in, then it's quite obvious because my date was waiting at the bar stool. And then when I approached him, I immediately felt relieved because he had such like a kind smile and he seemed really nice. Immediately, I felt a bit more comfortable because I was so nervous. Like I didn't know if, you know, the person was going to be like really mean or rude to me.
Because you know, there is that fear. When you watch reality shows, some of them, it's very obvious that they go, who is the most like worst person they could pair someone up with that will have the most conflict just to create drama. So I was kind of worried for you, but I am glad that they decided to, you know, pick someone who you get along with.
Yeah, I think they actually tried. Like, it seems like they took into consideration, like, what I was looking for and what he was looking for. It was pretty good. I won't say too much, in case the episode does air, like, you can watch it, so I won't share too many details. But the date itself was really nice. It was quite natural. There wasn't, you know, anyone telling me what to say. I was probably there for an hour and a half. In the episodes, I think they show about 5 minutes. So of course they picked like the most interesting bits. And one thing I have to say, the food was so good. So we got to pick the food. But then, because there were cameras there, I was like, I don't want to spend like the whole time eating, right? Because I'm not here to eat. I'm here to like have a date and go on camera. So I didn't really eat that much. I was tempted to ask them to put it in a takeaway container.
That would have been so funny if you did that.
But I was like, I don't know, it's a TV show, like maybe it would be a bit funny.
And I could potentially be part of this episode.
Yes! this is a really exciting part. When I went to the bathroom there, right, they said that I could call someone to ask for advice.
We knew beforehand that could be a possibility. So I was ready. I had my phone
ready.
Yeah.
So then of course I make the call to you.
I felt so awkward because Talissa here was very professional and on the phone, and she had lots of good questions to ask, and it really seemed like someone was prompting her. So I was like, oh no, this is all scripted. Someone's telling her, so I'm gonna try and give really good answers. I'm gonna make it like funny so you can show on TV. But yeah, you said that wasn't the case. You're just really on point with what TV wants.
Yeah, there was no one like next to me. They just said, okay, go into the bathroom and then like make a call.
So Talissa's there, you know already, and she just called me. She just rang to call me, and it's so exciting, but it was so awkward. I didn't know what to say. I thought that, you know, she would only call me if things were going bad, and so I was preparing like a script in my head for something that's going bad, but it wasn't. She said it was going well, and then asked me if I had like an important question to ask him, like is there anything that she had to ask him that was important. And then I had no idea what to say, and so I felt really awkward because I know the recording, I wanted to do well for her, because obviously, you know, the more good content she gets for them, the more she's on TV, so I wanted to help her out and do something good, but I couldn't think of anything, and I don't know how she feels being there, you know, meeting someone new, which is already pretty nerve-wracking. It can be, at least, you know, knowing that there are hidden cameras. So I don't know, if I was her, I would be so nervous because just this phone call made me so nervous.
Also, they didn't tell me like when she come out as well. Because I don't know, because TV shows I thought they might be a little bit more scripted, but it really wasn't. So, but I made the phone call short. We probably can't have time for like a whole conversation. And then go back to the date, and it was really nice.
I think one of the things we were discussing before you went on a date as well was what like you should do. We were like, should Talissa do something weird, like kind of fun, but should you just bring like a board game? Should you learn a TikTok dance and be like, hey, want to film a TikTok with me? Because we thought like that's gonna get you on TV, but at the same time, you decided against it.
I don't want to embarrass myself that much. I did want to show like my true, authentic self. So that's what we decided on. But we're still yet to see if my episode is going to air on TV.
So the thing is, don't know if we can say this, but we're here to share it with you. The episodes are running right now, and so far it doesn't look like Talissa's in them. There are potentially more episodes that could come along later in the year, and I don't know if they'll film more for it or if it's just the ones they filmed and they'll use it again if it's like popular or successful. So maybe watch these episodes and be like, hey, I want Talissa's episode, just so so you can feel awkward and embarrassed.
I know, I'm nervous. I don't know if I wanted to air on TV or not. But they obviously filmed so many more people, not just me and my date, so I have no idea if they are going to show it or not.
But if they do, we are definitely going to react to that. But the episode that I was in with our mom has come out already. It's episode 1, and you can see me, and it was so exciting. I was on TV, even if just as an extra. So we react to that episode right here, and you can see everything, and I'm going to share everything that I could hear from the actual dates. So go watch that here if it's already out. So if this video is here, you'll be able to click here. But otherwise, in the meantime, this isn't the first time we've auditioned for a reality TV show. So Tassie auditioned about, 13 years ago for Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? And we reveal all the details about it right here. So go watch it and see you there.